Y'all got all my nose in that frame, did y'all? Goodness gracious. Whew. Hello, hello. Welcome in. What's going on? South 36 Cookers. And I think baby girl's in. I'm not sure. Welcome in, welcome in. Junior, what's up, my brother? Howdy, sir. Good to see you. Hopefully you stick around. I have a great interview tonight. All my interviews are great. Hopefully you stick around. I'm talking to I Am Love Jewel tonight. What's up, Mr. Cantu? Junior, you ready for Saturday? I'm so ready for Saturday. I'm so ready to see you guys live on the stage. Oh, you know it. You know I'll be there. Oh, you know I will. Hello, Melissa Blue. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining the live. Hopefully you stick around. I just invited Miss I Am Love Jewel. She should be in a few moments, but we will get started a little bit after 8 o'clock. I want to give us both enough time to get on the live, share the live, and welcome everybody in. Tonight, my moderator is La Dreamer. She's also my promotions media coordinator. So she helps me coordinate all these interviews and get the word out there. So hopefully you stick around. Junior, South 36 Cookers, Melissa Blue, thank you so much. Our interview was great. Miss Susan Dominguez, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you on the live, amiga. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you stick around for the interview. We're going to get started a little bit after 8 o'clock. Tonight I'm interviewing I Am Love Jewel. She's an artist, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, author. It's going to be a good interview. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much, Susan. Hey, Sissy. Thank you for joining the live. I know you're out and about right now, but I appreciate you joining the live. You guys do me a big favor. Share this live. Share the live. Share the love. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Amanda Marie, welcome in, my love. Girl, you're so busy. I'm so happy you're on the live. You be doing everything. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Amanda Marie, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all, Amanda Marie does everything. Y'all need to go watch her page. She does charcuterie boards. She does banners. She's an expert at finding amazing finds at thrift shops. And so, yes, amazing, amazing. We're going to get this live shared out, and then Miss Jewel will join us. There she is. Just sent her the live. Oh, I know it. Sorry, sissy. You're welcome, Amanda. Got to shout it out. I see it. I got to shout it out. I need to get you on a live, girl. Talk about everything that you do along with being a mom and a wife. All the good stuff, right? Maybe in May. I want to highlight moms that do everything in May. Maybe I can get you on. Let me know what you think. There she is. I just saw you. It is fun. It is fun, girl. You know it would be, especially talking to you about all the stuff that you have going on. I'll have La Dreamer reach out to you and let you know what we have available for May. I definitely would love to spotlight some amazing moms in May, for sure. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're just joining the live, my name's Amanda C, the TikTok Queen, Community Mike. Let's talk about it. If you want a shirt, you need merch, La Dreamer, you can reach her here on TikTok. She's also my promotions media coordinator, and she's also in charge of my merch. If you want a t-shirt, koozie, cup, reach out to her, reach out to me, and we'll get you squared away. So tonight, we are interviewing I Am Love Jewel. She's an artist, singer, songwriter, published author, and entrepreneur. So this is going to be a great conversation. Melissa, you need to go follow Amanda Marie. She's amazing. Melissa Blue, you need to go follow Amanda Marie. She's awesome. And Melissa Blue is amazing. She's all things finances. We actually had her on the live a few weeks ago. It was a great conversation. Oh, that's better. All right, all right. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining the live. If you're just joining us, my name is Amanda C, the TikTok Queen, Community Mike. Let's talk about it. And tonight we're going to be interviewing I Am Love Jewel. She's an artist, singer, songwriter, published author, and entrepreneur. She's out of Galveston, Texas. And I'm super excited to ask her all the questions. She has a lot going on, y'all. She's a mom as well, right? She does all the things. There you go. Join through the invite. Okay. So I just saw you. 4 friends of yours. I just saw you. I Am Love Jewel. So when usually, well, so far the lives that I've done, it's with a lot of people that have never done a TikTok live before. So we kind of struggle in the beginning to get them on, but then it's fine after that. It's like super easy peasy. But once we get them on, so let's see. There you go. All right, I'm going to send you the invite. I just sent it. I just sent the invitation. Lovely. You can go check there you are. Perfect. Yes, we're interviewing an artist, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, all the things out of Galveston, Texas. Welcome, Balloons by Tico. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. I'm so super sad. Thank you. I just got it done, girl. I did something different. Hadn't done anything like this. I don't usually dye my hair or do anything crazy with it, but it is what it is. So trying something different. Balloons by Tico. I'm so sad I'm going to miss your party on Saturday. We're going to have to do another one just so that I can go. We're going to get... Oh, there we are. Hi, lovely.
How are
I'm
you?
doing so good. It's been so long since I've seen you.
I know, I know.
But
I'm
you've
so
been doing all the things, so I get it. I get it.
yes, yes. I'm so
Awesome.
excited. My first time on TikTok Live.
Yay. Yes, I know. I was just telling the people in the chat that so far I've interviewed a lot of people that have never done a TikTok live before. So I'm excited that I get to be the first.
Yes, first time for everything.
Yes, and the first of many, right? This is going to be the
Yes,
first of many. So we're going to
yes.
get everybody. Hello, the moderator has made it into the chat, Miss Love Dreamer. She's also my promotions media coordinator. So if you're not following her already, I am Love Jewel. Make sure you go and follow La Dreamer. She is amazing at supporting the community mic, and she does my merch. She does everything. So she's amazing. So she has made it in this chat. Thank you so much. So for those of you who are just joining us now, if you don't mind, during this live, tap on that screen, show the love, and also share the live. We greatly appreciate it. The more people that we can get in front of with this information, the better. So I greatly appreciate everybody who's joined the live so far, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you're new to the platform, my name's Amanda C., the TikTok Queen, Community Mike. Let's talk about it. And tonight I'm speaking with I am Love Jewel. Y'all, I'm not going to give the introduction. I'm going to let her do that herself. Go ahead, my love.
Yes, I am Love Jewel out of Galveston, Texas, born and raised, so BOI. I am singer, songwriter, poet, and author, and cake shop owner as well for luxury desserts.
There you go, y'all. I told y'all were in for a treat. I told y'all she does all the things. She keeps super busy. She's representing Galveston, Texas, and super amazing. I met Miss I Am Love Jewel a while back, maybe about a year or two ago,
Yes,
at a girl gang event.
yes.
We are part of a group, a girl gang event that hosts events for women, just to get out and about, do something different. And we've kept in touch ever since. I followed her platforms, and we've kept in touch that way. So for those who are joining us in the chat, if you have questions, please put them in the comment section. We will definitely answer them for you. And remember, y'all, like and follow both creators and share this live. So tell us a little bit about Love Jewel.
So Love Jewel is a pot of gumbo. Let's say that first.
Okay, okay.
I'm a little bit of everything. I'm multi-talented, as you expressed, and I'm full of love. And I think that my main thing is being impactful and sharing my love and light with everybody. And so I do that in my business. I do it through my music, and I do it through poetry and all of my artistry.
I love that. I love that. And, that was one of the reasons I love to highlight anybody that's making an impact in our community. We need positivity. We need love. We need energy. We need healing in our community right now. So to put anybody on the platform that's going to radiate that and share that, I love it. I'm here for it. And I love all the things that you're doing for Galveston, Texas, and for your community and for yourself as the entrepreneur, as the artist, as the poet, right? It's amazing to be able to have the skills to do all of it, right? But hey, we're women. We can do everything.
Yes, we are superheroes.
Exactly. So tell us a little bit about your story, how it became the Love Jewel, how everything kind of conspired.
Yes. So early on, I come from a musical family who sings. I have a bunch of talented people. And so I was always inspired as a young kid coming up, singing amongst my family, singing in the choirs and school events. And I noticed my skill in writing with teachers because they would put me in competitions for poetry. And the more people encouraged me and noticed that I had a skill, I began to pick up on it too. And so that just, amplified everything. And Love Jewel came about through poetry. Once I began to do open mics and things like that, I had to have a name. And so people say, well, you're so loving. And then others said, well, you're something like a jewel. So I just put it together. So Love Jewel came about, the name came about that way. And then I just, kind of expanded it and branded it with everything, music, poetry, being an author, as well as my cake business. I wanted it to represent the love that I carry. I wanted it to represent the light that I carry. And so when I show up at people's doors with my smile, most of them hug.
Yeah. Yeah.
They sense it. They might even offer a plate or something
Yes.
because I want them to actually feel what I'm giving. And so I just want people to see the light. Yeah. So Love Jewel is just a ray of light. That's how I feel.
Oh, I love that. And you can sense it. You radiate that just on your platforms. Seeing, the video that you did for the community mic, letting everybody know, the way you said it, I was like, I just wanted to sit there and watch and fangirl over the video. It was so amazing. I love it. Just you do radiate your energy, and that's great that you're doing that through all of these outlets. You're not only just sticking to one niche, right? One thing. You have the power, and you've created something to where you're not limiting yourself and you're not limiting your light.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because we're not supposed to be limited, right? When I talk to the youth in the community and I go to the schools, I always tell them to exercise every skill that you have.
Yes.
Exercise it because one of them gonna hit, right? Not every one of them is gonna hit, but one of them is gonna hit.
Yes.
So exercise absolutely everything, and whatever gifts that you have or God has given you, share it with the world. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. I love that you're sharing that. Not only you teaching yourself, right? You said you're around some students.
Yeah.
So where are these students? Are you a teacher at this?
So no, I'm a part of volunteer groups. I do a lot of volunteers in the community. We feed the homeless. I'm a part of entrepreneur groups. And so we go into the high schools and we talk about career and skills and trade, because a lot of people, I don't want to talk against college, but a lot of people have skills. And college is not for everybody. So we want to also introduce that there's trades that they can do. You can use your hands and make money and take care of your family. And so we just go and we introduce, whether it's cosmetology, whether it's baking, whether it's being a speaker, a professional speaker, or whatever the skill might be, just to kind of highlight, what do you think you're good at, And so we go and we do that. And I really love it because it allows us to kind of pick their brain and inspire them.
Yes, I love that. I love that. As you said, not college isn't for everybody. And I appreciate that. I have 3 kids. One, I have a bonus daughter. She went to college and she's doing amazing things right after graduation. One of my sons is in the military, and the other one was going to go to college. One is in the military and attending college. And then my youngest, college wasn't for him, but he has a great job. He has a great job. He's doing very well for himself, and he's actually in concrete. So I don't think he ever thought he was going to be doing what he does, but he found something that, he found something that he liked. Believe me, he's worked with me in the office. He's worked at, in the mall, at stores and things like that. But and he's worked outdoors, right? He's done a lot of things, but he found that. And I wasn't going to push like, no, you need to go to college like your brother and your sister did, or you need to do, he found what he liked. And he's found his niche, and he loves it, and he's doing very well. So that's amazing that they have somebody in their corner, because sometimes, the parents, they're just set on college, and we get it. I'm a mom, you're a mom. We understand that. And sometimes they don't have that outlet or somebody kind of telling them it's okay. Right.
Options. Yeah. Being a mom, I have a teenager, and so he's preparing for, what he wants to do. And so you have to learn your children. You have to learn them as individuals, because every child is different, as you spoke. Some are going to college, some are not. And so we learn them as individuals, and then we begin to parent them according to who they are. I think that's important. A lot of you don't have that opportunity to communicate well, or what their ideas are. And so, just giving them a space to do that is important.
Absolutely. I love what you said, learn your children. I think, I'm not that old, but I grew up in an era or a part of life where I was raising my kids so they could learn me, learn how I wanted it, learn how my rules and this, that, and the other. And now that they're older, I've learned I needed to learn them. I needed to listen more to them. And I love that. Learn your kids. I love it.
Back in the day, we did what our parents said, like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever they say. But it's different times now, and so
it is.
we kind of have to learn how to elevate parenting. And so, yes, absolutely.
I love that. So
Big
live it.
shout out to some of the viewers. General, she's on here. She's a big supporter of me. I love her. She's like family. And yeah, she says a village is important. She's a part of the village. Big shout out. Thank
Yes,
you,
yes.
Stella. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. If you're just tuning in, my name's Amanda C, the TikTok Queen, Community Mike, and tonight we're talking to I Am Love Jewel. We kind of went over how she got her name and talked about what she's done, what she does in the community. You know, being a great supporter, being a advocate of the community, volunteering, things like that. We're speaking on kids, learning your kids, right? Making sure that we have the ear to listen, right? And we're showing them that there's love and light out there, and not everything is so cracker box or by the book, right? There's different ways to go about life. For sure. So welcome in. Thank you so much. My oldest is Amanda Marie says my oldest is 29 and my youngest is 9. So I'm a different mom to each one.
Yes, that is lovely. I love that. Yes.
And General Passion Banker, having a village is very important. That you said that. Perfect. Oh, yes. Thank you guys for so much. Making sure you're sharing, following book creators and sharing the live. So being from Galveston is very artsy, very, very aesthetic. I love going to Galveston. Anytime I can go there, I'm going to go there. I'm going to see my girl, Karina and Rachel and Sandy. Girl gang, shout out to the girl gang, right? Now, is that Galveston your hometown?
Well, I've just moved to Texas City. I've been here just for a little bit.
Okay.
But Galveston is home. I still have family there. And so my business is services Galveston County. And so mostly my business comes from Galveston customers.
Okay.
A lot of islanders, especially Jamaica Beach. So they really hold my business down. I've had this business for about 6 years, and it's been consistent, nonstop. And
Awesome.
I'm just excited to be able to service everybody and to constantly have a market for it. It's hard to keep business going, and so I'm just happy that I'm able to do that.
Awesome. So how has living in Galveston influenced your art and your business?
Oh man, the water! I need the water.
Yes, me too, girl. I'm an earth sign. I have to be. Yes, yeah.
I'm a fire sign, and so it's something about the water that just cools me down.
Yes.
And it eases my mind. I have to, even when I find places to stay, it has to be by the water, like a lake or pond or something.
I was just telling my girlfriend the other day, can we go by the lake? Can we go to the beach? Can we go by a puddle? Can we just do something? Let's go by some water, girl. I don't care. We'll stick our feet in the puddle.
Maybe it's an island thing too, where we need to have, the sound of the waves or, something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to invite my followers too. How do I do it? That's a shame I don't know.
At the bottom of your screen, if you look on the right-hand side, there's a little arrow. It's like a little check mark. So hit that and you're able to share it with your people. What's up, Dave? You got it?
Is it one time? You just send it as one time?
Yeah, it'll send it as one time, or you can pick who you want to send it to. It should pop up. That's at least how mine pops up. Like if I hit the little arrow, it'll show me all my people and I click on everyone that I want to.
Oh, you click on everybody. Okay.
Yes. Everybody that you want to share it with. Thank you, David. My Community Mike t-shirt. Yes, awesome.
Okay.
So if you're just joining the live, my name's Amanda C. If you're new to this platform, I'm Med Sis, the TikTok Queen. Community Mike, let's talk about it. And tonight we are talking to I Am Love Jewel. She is an artist, songwriter, published author, poet. She does it all, y'all, out of Galveston, Texas. We're talking about how Galveston has influenced her art and her business.
Yes. Oh, you say how Galveston influenced it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I literally write my songs at the beach. Even poetry, I feel like I get my best work at the beach near water. And so Galveston has been a big deal because Galveston has embraced me. The community, the more you're involved with the community, the more groups and tables you get to sit at, and they pull you in. And so it's a big community feel. And so I get shows and I get opportunities to speak. And to showcase my business, be a vendor. And so everybody knows that I'm in a little bit of everything and they pull me in.
Love it.
So Galveston is just a place that I love. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, any chance I get, I'm trying to go to Galveston. So David from Them Damn Mexicans, join the live. If you're not following him, make sure you go and scoot him up. He's another big advocate of the community. We do volunteering. We just did a toy drive this last Christmas. We're talking about doing a backpack drive. Definitely love to be, have you as a good connection, as a good collaborator for sure. So David, if you're not following her, go and follow her. And a big shout out to Prince Zay, y'all. He is in the chat. Thank you so much, sir, for joining the chat. I appreciate you. He's another artist out of Houston. Yes, he actually just put out a song. I'm actually going to, he has a concert on the 21st in Kyle, Texas. Prince Zay, put all that information. People need to know. Put all the information where you're going to be on the 21st. I'm a big advocate. I met Prince Zay through Them Damn Mexicans because Them Damn Mexicans also manager, promoter for different artists here and around Houston, San Antonio, things like that. So you guys need to connect. Y'all need to follow each other, okay?
Will.
Yes.
I love to be a part of the entertainment community and go out and support other people. That's what it's about.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I love since I met Them Damn Mexicans, David, maybe about 3 years ago. We kind of went back and forth, talked this, that, and the other, but never really followed up on the conversation or the friendship. And then ended up just by chance through my friend, got back into meeting him again. He's like, I know you. I'm like, yeah, I know you. You want to do this with me? Yeah, let's do it. So, and now we talk almost every other day. We're always sharing each other's stuff on social media. So Prince Zay just said, Kyle, Texas, opening up for the Cumbia Kings. Tus Ojos dropping March 14th. Obsession Remix out now. So y'all, okay, Prince Zay, we got you. Yes, I love it. So big advocate of the community. You have your business. You love being in Galveston. You love the water. I love the water too. So we talked a little bit about what inspired you to start writing. Has it been difficult with everything, that you have going on, being a mom, starting a business? Has it been difficult to continue your writing?
Yes, it has. It absolutely has. But I think finding a good balance, which means being organized and to be scheduled, to have a good schedule, so that you can kind of continue to keep your artistry and to keep your business going while still not missing out on being a parent. And I think entrepreneurship helps me be a flexible parent. And so that's one of the main reasons, that it even came about. But as far as my artistry, I have to be inspired. It's crazy, but I have to be inspired. So, your love of music is up and down, but it never leaves you. But it's very up and down. And so I do have to be inspired in order to keep writing. So right now I have a lot of encouraging music out. I have positive, inspirational music out, but everybody's wanting love songs from me. I did a little poll and they want love songs. They want romance. And I'm like, okay, we're in an era where love and dating is.
I know. We're all trying to be independent. We're all trying to do our own thing.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely working on getting producers, getting the music that I want and that I feel from producers so that I can put something out. And hopefully by summertime, we'll get the love playlist going.
Okay, all right. See, summertime, y'all. We're going to get her back on. Summertime. We're going to get you back on. We're going to get you back on. We're like, okay, what are we doing? So for anybody who's just joining us now, I am speaking with I Am Love Jewel, singer, songwriter, artist, entrepreneur, published author. Speaking of that, tell us about your book. Tell us about being an author.
Yes, so I always wanted to write a book. I always wanted to get my poetry out, and I'm still working on a book now, my third book now. And so my poetry book is just like a collection of poems that I have written over time, and it was basically about love and different phases of love. And that's available on all platforms online. Like Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and it's called Love Infusion, A Lover's Brew by Bonnie Harmonson, which is my name outside of Love Jewel.
Okay.
And so I have a second book that is children inspired. It was basically about bullying to kind of prevent kids from bullying, and also teaching them there's other ways to use their hands. If you got to use your hands, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, there's other ways. We can pray for people. We can try to encourage people, speak positivity into people. And so it's a good family read. And so the next book, the third book, is going to be poetry as well.
Yes, I love that. So let them know where they can find it again, and the name of the book name of the books that are out there.
Yes, so the name of the book that's out there is Love Infusion, A Lover's Brew, which is available on all book platforms, including Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, as well as The Boy Who Didn't Know His Powers. That's
I love that. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to make sure I get it for my grandbabies. I have 5 grandbaby boys. So,
yes,
they be trying to choke me out. I'm like, get up. Like, don't. I tell them, be gentle, like, So definitely going to add that to maybe their little Easter basket or something.
Yes,
that would be cute. That would be awesome. So I'm super.
Come on, marketing, because now I'm going to use that for marketing.
Yes, put it in their little Easter basket, girl. Yes, that's a good Easter basket present. So, for the people that are in the live, and for the people that are going to rewatch this live, what message would you like for them to get from this interview today?
I definitely, again, from the beginning, when I said that we all have something that we can bring to the world, and no matter how small it is, how big it is, it's still something. You're coming to the table with something. And so being impactful doesn't take much. It could take a kind gesture. It can take giving to someone, anything, calling someone you haven't talked to. Do you need anything? Do you need help? Can I assist you? Just being an asset in a room. And so I think it's important for us to stop feeling like we're too small, where our efforts don't matter. Yeah. We do matter. Anything matters. Yes. Any effort that we put forward matter. And so just be impactful and just shine your love and light, And I know it's hard in a world like today, but you got to be the one. If you want to see change, you got to be the one to give it.
There you go. I love it. Be impactful. If you want to see change, you got to be the one to give it, y'all. This is what the Community Mic is about. It's about love, sharing the light, sharing the love in the community for our community. And I always say this, ain't nobody come to save us. We got to save each other. We got to lift each other up. If you have light, let me share it with you, right? You're not having a good day, let me share my light with you. Let me share a smile with you, right? There's so much going on in the world today, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be in front of people like you, amazing women, entrepreneur, artist, author, like, what the heck? I can't wait, girl. You're going to be like so big, and I'm going to have this video and be like, you remember me? I did an interview with her. Yes, I love it. Oh.
I want the people to put me on their playlist. So my latest song is Full Speed. And Full Speed is on all platforms. If they go on Spotify or YouTube, you can find Love Jewel, Full Speed, New Day, as well as Nothing and No One. There's plenty more on there, but just look me up.
Yes. So that was going to be the next one of my questions is, about the music. You're creating this music, you're singing your music, you're writing your music, and you're performing your music.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm also songwriting for other artists, and so that's something that's been a focus for me as well. Getting music out there with other artists. But as far as me, yes, I write my own music, I perform it, record it, publish it. Yes.
All right, Prince A, you just did a collab with Majan Ryan. I can't say her name. I know I messed it up. I'm sorry, sweet girl. But your next collab's gonna be with Miss I Am Love Jewel. There you go, Prince A. I already put it out there. David, them Mexicans, make it happen. Hey, Mr. Ramirez, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining the live. So, what do you let them know where they can download your music at again?
Okay, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, whatever forms of music that they have, you can find Love Jewel on there. And the latest song that you'll find is Full Speed. It's also featuring Crystal Crave, which is one of the top rappers from Galveston County right now. She just hit 2 million views and streams. 2 million streams.
Yes.
Yes, so I was excited to work with her. That was a great collaboration. And so, yes, go and find that's the remix. You have the original Full Speed by Love Jewel, and then you also have the remix Full Speed with Crystal Crave.
There you go, y'all. Y'all heard it here. Go and download it. All the media, social media platforms, all the streaming platforms. Go and download her music. We're gonna make sure that them damn Mexicans, Prince Day, all any artists that are on this live right now, we don't have to work. We're gonna have to do some collaborations, y'all. We need to get her out there. So music writer, author, and also you were interviewed by the Galveston Daily News, weren't you? Okay.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so they pulled me in. As I told you earlier, I'm a part of entrepreneur groups.
Yeah.
I'm also a part of the Mortar program, which allowed some of the rising entrepreneurs to come in. Give me just a second.
Okay. If you're just joining us, my name's Amanda C. Or if you're new to this platform, my name's Amanda C., the TikTok queen. Community Mike, let's talk about it. If you want merch, make sure you hit up my girl, La Dreamer. She's also my promotions media coordinator. So any merch or anything like that you need, you can either DM me or DM her. Tonight we are talking to I Am Love Jewel. Thank you for everybody who's joined the chat so far. If you have any questions for the artist, leave them in the comments. We'll definitely get them, answer them as we go through this live. And again, we appreciate everybody for joining. And right now we are actually going over how Miss Love Jewel was interviewed by the Galveston Daily News.
Yes, and so I'm a part of the Mortar program alumni, which allowed rising entrepreneurs out of Galveston County to come in and review their businesses and learn how to get capital and all of those things. And I happen to be a part of the group, and from there, it's opened up so many doors. And so Galveston County wanted to, the Daily News, I'm sorry, Galveston Daily News wanted to interview me as they picked who was moving the fastest, or the was showing more progression than some of the others. And so I happened to be one that was picked, and I was able to discuss my business. I was able to discuss entrepreneurship as a whole, just to say what I'm doing, how I did it, and marketing tactics and things like that.
Oh, yes. How did you feel when, they said, hey, do you want to get interviewed? Did you feel a certain way? Was it kind of exciting for you, or?
It's always exciting for me, because I'm grateful. I'm grateful for whatever.
Yes. That's how I am too.
I stay in gratitude, because too often we take things so lightly, and I take everything grand. I take everything as a big deal. This interview is a big deal, because there's people that didn't know about me that will know about me now, and they may connect with me, and it may be a blessing from here. And so everything is a great opportunity. So when somebody called me, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Absolutely. I love that. And I'm the same way with the interviews. Every time I do, I'm like, I'm super excited for this interview. Like, you say that all the time, because I am. I'm super excited for anybody that says yes, right? That says, yes, I'll go on your TikTok, or I'll do the interview with you. I think that's amazing, because again, a lot of the times we take the little things for granted. And we shouldn't, because, things can happen tomorrow, tonight, later. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be surrounded by great people, amazing family, amazing, like I said, amazing people like yourself that see the world differently. And we need more of that. We need somebody that has all this artistic ability and just shines it in her music and her art and in her business, So there's there's quite a bit of people that are in the chat right now. What would you tell them if they wanted to do music, art, if they wanted to start their own business? And we're going to get into your business, right? What would you tell them, or any advice you would give them?
Just to, really study your style, study what you want to put out. What are you putting out? Is a message important to you? For me as an artist, the message is always important.
Yes.
I just, I don't get on there and say anything. I want it to mean something. And so, because what does music do to us? Music shifts the energy.
Yeah.
Or it provokes something. And so I want it to provoke something that is of good. And so the message is always important. When I write for other artists, I ask them, what are we aiming for? What message are we putting out? And so just to study your style, study what it is that you really want to look like, what you want it to be about, and start from there.
Yes. So study your craft, y'all. Make sure that your message that you're putting out there is, your message. You're studying, what you're putting out there, because what we put out there, it's our energy, right? We want to make sure that it's, it's us. It's from our heart. It's from what we're feeling, right? And what we want to project with our business, music, art, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
That's great.
When I started doing music, I started doing whatever, whatever somebody said, let's do, I would do it. But then as I aged, things was like, okay, not even age, but as I began to interact more in the community, I realized that there are girls that look up to me, and they listen and they watch what you do. And so it made me more cautious of what I put out. So some of the things that I had out, I had to take down.
Yes.
Put down, just to kind of start from a different space. And I'm very proud of the work that I have out. I'm very, very proud of it. And I know every artist that I work with, it won't be that way. So I want people to know I'm not in a box, but I am with myself. I aim for a certain message with myself. But as far as artists, I sit down if they want to talk, whatever they want to talk about. Hey, I'm a writer.
We're gonna chop it up, right? And I love that. I was told, I think Mr. JD Hernandez, I'm actually interviewing him, and it kind of hit a little bit, and that's why I'm speaking on it, because it kind of hit me like, oh my gosh, right? He was like, I guess somebody had mentioned to him that they didn't like my platform because I talked about everything and I did everything, and I was like, well, that's what the community mic is. Like, I'm just not going to highlight musicians. I want to highlight educators, community advocates. I want to highlight, business owners, every person that has a skill. I want to highlight them. I want to give them a voice for this little hour that we're on the show, right? Just like you said, I'm putting you in front of people that may have never known you. You're putting me in front of people that are like, well, you know what? I like her show, or I know somebody that can be highlighted. She needs to speak to this business owner, or this musician, or this artist, or this educator, right? So I get it. I'm not in a box. I feel like, I can sit down and have a conversation about your music, your artist, your business, and I can have that same conversation with somebody who's just does musician, who is just a full, singer, or whatever it is, right? And I think that says something about that person that can do that, right? We're not in boxes. We're going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up, right?
Any room. Come on.
Yeah, right? There's no rules. Like, I'm going to grow regardless, right? And you're going to grow regardless. You're mastering what you're doing. You're mastering what you're putting out there. And it's in turn, it's becoming who you are. That's who you are. You're growing into this person. Like you said, you had to change, remove some of the music that you had out there, because that's no longer what you want to project.
Right, correct.
Wow.
And like you said, you begin to master yourself. And when you master yourself, you're able to go in rooms and shift the energy completely.
Yeah.
And so I love the fact that I've taken time to master who I am, because then it can inspire people to be who they are.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. So again, welcome in Amanda C, TikTok Queen Community Mic. I am talking to Miss I Am Love Jewel. Hi, Mommy. Thank you for joining the conversation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Connie, thank you so much for all the shares and all the love. We have Loving Hands Sensory Toys. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate you. Make sure you're following both creators, sharing the live. We want to get this out to as many people as possible. So now I want to talk a little bit about your business, right? Your bakery business, right? Go ahead and tell us the name and then tell us all about it.
So it is called Love Jewel Treasure Treats, and it's a luxury dessert business. And I service Galveston County and some Houston areas. I do a lot of corporate events, just setting up dessert bars, as well as I can do up to about 500 people right now. And so with the business, I have a website, and it's called lovejeweltreasuretreats.com. And people go on there, they can shop, they can book custom treats, or they can just shop for what's already made. And so a lot of the times I'm delivering to students in the dorms rooms at Texas A&M, or I'm delivering to the hospital, Get Well, I'm delivering to offices, to moms that are here and their children are in another state. So I have array of customers that I'm able to meet and make smile and make their day sweet. And so I'm very proud of my business. It's like my baby. It's
Yes.
like my baby. I wear a lot of hats in the business. And right now we are looking to expand. I'm collaborating with some restaurants. And so there's some things underway with the business. But again, it's been going for 6 years. We're probably going on 7. We're probably going on 7 years, yeah.
And you have a brick and mortar.
I don't, but that's underway as well. Underway as well. So right now it's just renting kitchens, especially when I have large amount of orders.
Okay.
We do everything from wedding cakes. Is something as small as a dozen strawberry, chocolate covered treats.
Yeah.
So it's just me being sweet all around.
Yes, I love it. Yes, so I work with Stephanie Bailey. She actually owns Graciously Crowned Events, and she's always looking for, pastries, cakes. Do you do cakes, wedding cakes, or what type of pastries desserts do you make?
I do wedding cakes. I do custom cakes, whether it's cartoon cakes or just simple cakes, whatever people request. They can send me an image of something. I can imitate that image and make it as close as possible to what they like, as well as I have romantic luxury boxes. I have strawberries, cake balls. We can do wine and roses. For Valentine's, everybody wants to surprise their loved ones, and some people do it year round. It's not just Valentine's. So people are always wanting to show their love, and that's the best way to give someone something sweet. So
yes, yeah. I know you mentioned you deliver, but do you offer pickup, or is it just strictly delivery?
I do offer pickup. I operate at the Mortar Plaza. I also do vending events at the Mortar Plaza. That's 2121 Market Street. And so people do have to pre-order in order to do those pickups. They pre-order, I prepare, and then they can do curbside pickup there. Yeah.
Wow. And I know you mentioned where they can order from. Go ahead and give that information again.
It's lovejeweltreasuretreats.com. They can go on there. They can send me an email. They can book and send images of what they might want. As well as there's a shop now link that already has ready-made luxury treat boxes, and they can choose from those boxes as well.
Oh, y'all heard it here. Y'all know where to order her treats. Y'all know where to download her music, and y'all know where to order her books. Y'all have a lot of work to do tonight, okay? We all have a lot of work to do tonight, making sure we're following her. Where can they follow you? Like social media?
On all platforms. Well, not all, but TikTok. For sure, I am Love Jewel. Facebook, I am Love Jewel, as well as Instagram, I am Love Jewel. So they can find me on any platform as I am Love Jewel.
There you go. So as soon as y'all are done here, we're going to make sure everybody goes and follows on all the other platforms.
I follow
people.
Back.
Yeah.
Follow. Okay.
There you go. See, it's all love. And that's what, I spend a lot of time sharing content for my friends here on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt for me to hit that share button and get it on my story or on my feed, right? It doesn't cost me anything to do that. So definitely make sure you go and follow her on all her social media platforms. I am Love Jewel, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Here on TikTok, y'all, we've talked about her books. She's a published author, which is amazing. We need to go and download her books. I'm definitely going to get the name of the children's book again was
The boy who didn't know his powers. The boy who didn't know his powers.
The Boy Who Didn't Know His Powers. I'm definitely going to order. Like I said, I have 5 grandbabies. My oldest grandbaby is 9 years old, and they're all boys. And I would definitely love to read this to them, right? And insert it in their little, Easter basket. Easter's coming up. Or, birthday present, things like that. So go and make sure you guys check out her stuff that she has going on. So, we mentioned your books, your music, the treats. I wanted to see what treats you would recommend for somebody who's never tried your treats before, and maybe they'll go on after this and they don't know quite what to get. What would you recommend?
Yes. So any of the luxury boxes are always, a crowd pleaser. The cake jars is my favorite. It's the crowd favorite as well. And the cake balls sell out so fast.
Yes.
Anytime I do vending events, those cake balls, the cake jars, they rave on my cupcakes as well. But I would say cake jars, the luxury boxes, and the cake balls.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's her recommendation, y'all.
Yes, I also do want to mention that every month I do a happy hour, and the happy hour is located at the Marmo Plaza. And you would have to follow my social media to know which day is on the calendar that I'll do them. But this month it's going to be at Burger Night. Marmo Plaza has a cafe there, and they do burgers for the community, and a lot of vendors come out. And so I'll be there doing happy hour, which means everything is reduced. The prices are reduced. And so you get a chance to try some of my most popular treats, for the low.
Yes, awesome. So to make sure you guys follow on our social media platforms so y'all can get the lowdown on the happy hour that's coming up.
Yes, and so it's Monday. It's this Monday coming at 6 p.m.
Awesome. And is this going to be Texas City or Galveston? Galveston.
On the Strand and 2121 Market Street at 6 p.m.
So we have somebody, Zainlina. I don't have my glasses on. Y'all, she's the best in the city. She can make anything you want. Let me see who that is. Let me see. That is Zanelina. Girl, I can't read.
Follow our viewers. Follow them. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So y'all keep an eye out for the Monday happy hour event. And then, go and make sure you check out her books that she has published, and obviously her music. So I wanted to ask, and you can decline, but is there any poetry or maybe a song that you would love to bless us with?
Oh, why did I know you were going to do that?
Girl, come
on. I'll just do a little bit of the latest song that's on right now.
All right, let's go.
They say, girl, you doing too much. But I say I'm just getting started. They say, girl, slow down, but we're on borrowed time, and I just can't stop now.
Woo, I love it. See, y'all got a little taste. Now y'all need to go and download her music. So, yes. Grupo Desprecio, welcome in. So, are you going to be performing anywhere, any local areas, Galveston, Texas City, or in Houston? Poetry, music?
Yes. So, I'm planning to do some of the local Houston area open mics that are coming up summertime. So make sure those will be posted. I always do something for Juneteenth in Galveston. My last performance was opening up for Tanya Nolan. I'm not sure if everybody knows her, but she's on the billboards, Grammy nominated, all of that. Mm-hmm. And so, yes, I'm looking forward to getting more offers and accepting. So, awesome. Y'all, it will be posted. It will be posted.
Yes, I know David with Them Damn Mexicans, Prince Zay, they actually have an open mic tonight. It is tonight. He has an open mic tonight. So I'll make sure that you guys connect, right? Because he does host open mics. His first one is tonight. Because today's Thursday. Yeah. So, yeah, so definitely make sure to connect with him. And they are here in Houston. So You guys heard her amazing voice, right? So when she does come to Houston, or if she's in Galveston, we definitely gonna, if you do, let me know. And I would love to be able to promote it out there for you. Definitely love to see you. I'm a big advocate of supporting the art, supporting the music, supporting the artist. We can listen to your music all day, we can download it all day, but I'm sure you'd love to see our faces, right?
I would.
Absolutely. So we're going to definitely keep an eye on her for the future to see where she's going to be at, whether it's here in Galveston or here in Houston. We're definitely going to have David, you guys connect and see what he can do. Maybe he can bring you to Houston.
Absolutely. I'll come.
So, being, a woman in business, having one son, I think you said, right? You have one.
Yes. I have a
Um, how is it trying to just keep yourself together, right? To keep it organized, to maintain yourself, your family, and all of the stuff that you have going on.
Yes. And so I also have a daughter, a
Okay.
10-year-old, and I have a teenager. And they have dreams too, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be pulled in so many areas of life. And so I think having a schedule, and when I say having a schedule for everyone, but also for yourself.
Yeah.
Making sure to take out time for yourself is so important because you don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to
Yeah.
feel overstimulated or overwhelmed. And so a lot of the times I might say, hey, today is mine. Today is my day.
Yes.
Whether I go get a massage or whether I organize or recap for my week or whatever I have to do, you take time out for yourself. And I think that is the thing that keeps me going. If I did not take time for myself and organize my life and organize my schedule or my business, there would be chaos. So I think it's important to find good balances so that you're able to, keep it together.
Yes, keep it together. Absolutely. I love that. I work on schedules. I have not only my phone schedule, I have a I have a phone calendar, a paper calendar on my desk, and then I have a book calendar. I got with everything that,
Yeah.
with the grandbabies, my kids are older now, but making time.
Come on,
Yes.
Grandma.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I have.
Look,
Yeah.
when I
So
first met you at the Christmas party, I said, "Oh my gosh, she's so grand." You were just like you knew there was something special about you. And
yeah.
so I love that you illuminate your light. It's just, obvious.
Thank
So to
you.
say that you're a grandmother, I did not think that.
Yes, yes. So, trying to keep a schedule and do all that, I want to make sure that, and with family and all the things, right? So to be able to keep schedules and making time for myself as well, I think that's great advice, right? To make sure you don't lose yourself in everything. You don't lose yourself in the day-to-day life. There was a long time where I had lost myself completely, not knowing where I was going, who I was, and trying to get to know myself, right? Again, because we get lost in all of this other stuff. I'll get lost in being a mom, get lost in being a spouse, get lost in working, at a day job, and then all this other stuff, right? So
Absolutely.
make time for yourselves.
You have to. You really have to. And it's so easy to lose yourself and so or get into routine of being
Yeah.
pulled in these directions. And so yes, it's a must. And another thing is learning who you are every day because every day my perspective changed. You
Yes.
know, everything about, growth is happening every
Yeah,
day.
it
And
is.
so you just have to take time with getting to know you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm sure you being that way, getting to know you, making time for yourself, that's how you're able to create this
Yes.
poetry, this music, your writing. You're putting that all into your business, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like you get inspired by your experience and your growth. Seeing where I've come from to now, I'm able to see the difference, and so then I'm able to speak about it and sing about it, and I'm able to teach about it because it's like, okay, I know I'm not the only one that is experiencing, this type of evolution, and so
Yeah.
a lot of people get lost in themselves.
Yeah.
And so I want to say, hey, that's how it goes. You get
Yeah.
lost and then you just find yourself after a while. So,
Yeah.
not to be discouraged, just keep going. I keep telling people every day, just show up. Just keep showing up
Yes.
and you're gonna get where you need to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why you're growing these amazing businesses. That's why you've had your bakery for so long, right? You're creating this great music, writing great books, being an advocate for your community, showing up for your kids, showing up for your community. And that definitely means a lot, not only for you, for yourself, but to the people that are around you. So we appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm here for it. I'm watching. I'm cheering you on from the sidelines. And, it's just amazing. So, closing up the conversation, where would you like to see your art, your poetry, your music, your bakery business? Where would you, if you had to tell me your vision or put it out there, right? We're going to manifest where you would want it to be and where you see in the next few years.
Yes, so there's so much. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. But for starters, I want the next book to be on a shelf. I also want to work on my album, and I do want it to be love and romance. I do want to be inspired to write more love material. So definitely EP, definitely book on shelf, more to brick and mortar, and I'm hoping that it's in my hometown. I'm really aiming for the brick and mortar to be in my hometown. If it's not, I'll take it up the highway, but I really, really am hoping that it can be hometown because I just love Galveston. I love it. I think it's a beautiful place. The tourism is so huge.
Yeah.
And so, it's just a place that I always have my heart.
Yeah.
And I want to write, I want to be known as a songwriter, so I do have a artist who actually is streaming one of my songs, which is Destiny Cortez. She's an upcoming artist. She also is a Spanish artist as well. Destiny Cortez, go and look her up. You can follow her as well on TikTok.
Okay.
She has a good portfolio, and so I just want to do everything.
I feel you. I want to do everything too. Yes, and we're manifesting that tonight. Brick and mortar in your hometown, book on the shelf, right? Be recognized as a songwriter. Y'all, we're putting it out there tonight. We're going to watch this video in the next 6 months to a year. And I guarantee you, hard work, determination, focus, right? And you have all those things, right? You're doing for your community and your community is going to do for you. So we're putting it out there and we're going to watch this in another six months to a year, right? And be like,
come on now, put it out there.
That's it. Well, I remember when, I told myself that I wanted to finally get a studio. And I did that. I was giving myself last year, in January, I'm not in my studio today, but I told myself last year that I was going to get into a studio by January. Yeah. And I was in my studio by January. It still needs a lot of work, but I had my studio. I had my room. I had the place where I can set up everything and I'm not having to take it down and go somewhere else and then put it away, right? It was my studio and I loved it. So we're putting that out there today that you are going to be on the shelves, girl. You're going to be
I want Lovejoy to just be a brand. I just want it to be a franchise. That's what the aim is, the long-term aim.
Absolutely. So before we close it out, go ahead and give them a recap on where they can find your music, where they can find you, where they can find your book, and how they can contact you for your bakery.
Yes. And so you can find me on all platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, as I am Lovejoy. If you want to order anything custom, if you want me to do your big events or parties or corporate events, you can go to lovejeweltreasuretreats.com. You can also find that on Instagram and Facebook as Lovejoy Treasure Treats. And what else? I do so much.
I love it.
Yes, but just if you find me and reach out to me, you'll get a response.
Absolutely. So again, thank you guys for joining. Oh, wait, at the end of the night, I don't want to forget. at the end of the night on all my interviews, with all my interviews, we do an end of the night selfie. So what I do is I tell the people in the chat to get ready, type ready, type ready. Me and you do a little pose. They take one screenshot, and then we do it twice. So we're going to do one pose and then another pose. And then everybody in the chat tells me when they're ready. So everybody, let me know that you're ready so we can get this screenshot. So I need to see ready in the chat. My sister Melissa's ready. Great. My La Dreamer's ready. DJ Devilish LA Sounds is ready. Who else? Let's go. Let's go. We need to get everybody ready so we can get this end of the night selfie with the community mic and I Am Love Jewel. So on the count of 3, y'all get y'all's little fingers ready to do that end of the night screenshot. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to do one more. We're going to count to 3 again. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining the community mic. Let's talk about it with I Am Love Jewel. You heard all about her journey, all about her music, her poetry. We got to hear her sing. If you didn't catch it or you're just joining us, this will be uploaded to the Community Mic YouTube channel. Make sure you go and watch it on that platform as well. I appreciate you taking your time away from everything you got going on. We're definitely going to check in with you in the next few months because I want to hear that Love album, right? She needs to get inspired. So make sure you go and
some dates. I need some dates.
Yes. So make sure you go and follow her on all her social media platforms. Show some love for I Am Love Jewel out of Galveston, homegrown Texas, y'all. Show some support. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the live. And we're going to talk again here in the next few months.
Thank you for having me. Thank
you.
Yes,
absolutely. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye. All right, y'all. Another great interview in the books. I can't say, well, I say it all the time, how grateful I am to have wonderful people like I Am Love Jewel on my lives. Thank you, La Dreamer, for being the best moderator and the best promotions media coordinator. To get your merch, make sure you reach out to La Dreamer and let her know that you want a t-shirt, you want a koozie, you want a cup. She stays busy, y'all, so put your orders in ASAP. Stay tuned for March 16th with special guest Luis Trujillo, the Mexican Stan Lee. He's an app creator. He has a game. It's going to be an amazing conversation. March 16th, 7:30, y'all. We're going a little bit earlier with Stan Lee because he has with Luis because he has kids he has to put to bed. So stay tuned, March 16th, 2026. Another great interview. It's going to be starting at 7:30. I appreciate everybody who's joined the live. Thank you so much. This is me, Amanda C., the TikTok Queen Community Mic. Let's talk about it. And we'll see you on Monday, March 16th. Bye. Bye, Mom.